Welcome back, baby. Here we go.
So I'm Legend,
And I'm Shane.
and we are the Film Junkie Pod. Yeah,
All right.
love it. All right, so we got something special for you guys today. A special guest.
Our very
Yeah.
first.
Very first special guest.
Very first guest.
We plan to have a guest every week. We're gonna try just to switch things up and make it a little more interesting. And it's one of our teammates, actually. You wanna...
Yeah. All right, Fred, bring it on in here.
Yes, sir.
Here comes Fred. Yes, sir.
Brother
What
Fred.
up, fellas?
How's it going?
Fred Hill, baby.
Yes, sir.
Live
Fred
in
in
the
the
flesh.
flesh. Yes.
Live and in the flesh. On the Junkies Pod. How does it feel? Feels great, man. Feels...
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this.
Okay.
All week.
All right. So first, is there any like info or anything you want to like some background like?
So I am from Houston, Texas. Long ways from home. Went to junior college at Kilgore College out in East Texas. After that, slid to southeastern Louisiana with my brother actually. Then from there, that's where I met head coach over here, and a couple years later hit the portal, and now I'm at Clarion in Pennsylvania.
Perfect.
It's crazy.
Love it. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
He's been around the world.
Seems like it.
Right.
Seems like it.
So we're gonna start off. We want you to give us your earliest memory, anything involving film. Like, your earliest, well, it could be anything. It could be you went to the movies to see something specific. It could be, your parents, put on something for you, just anything.
I think my earliest memory definitely has to be like watching Lord of the Rings when I was a lot younger, probably about like 4 or 5. My parents would throw it on just because it was definitely like a big movie at the time.
For
So
sure.
watching that in the living room with my folks, and my brother, like getting scared by like Gollum and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
definitely my one of my earliest experiences. But if we're talking theater, my first experience in the theater watching a movie was I think it came out in like '08, that Tron movie.
Tron Legacy.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
remember. I went to see that in theaters too.
that
That's
was
a
my-
great one.
My first experience watching a movie in the theater, watching it in 3D.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was a crazy
That
experience.
movie, that's crazy. You literally just jogged my memory. I literally now I can just picture. I went with my gram and saw that it's the Regal Crown Center in Washington.
Yeah.
I went to see Tron Legacy. That is wild. Yeah. No, that was a hit, bro.
It was.
I think it was '08. I think you're right. Yeah, that was crazy. No, I love that. It's cool. Anything you want to add, Shane?
No,
Did you see Tron in theater?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. It was a long time ago.
No, that
I
was
would definitely remember that movie.
Swear. I think they have that ride at Disney too, isn't there?
Yeah. I did
ride
ride it at Disney.
Oh, you
I
right?
did- I did ride it at Disney.
I did. You lucky.
I did.
And you went to Pandora.
Yeah.
You lucky.
No. I did ride it at Disney. Dope ride. It's so cool, but it lasts like literally like
It's
30
quick.
seconds.
Yeah, it's quick.
And yeah, but no, it was cool. But
No, that's tough.
they need to extend their ride times over there.
Yeah, right.
The wait time does not exceed the ride time.
Dude, the wait time be hours.
Yeah.
bro.
Except for me the one day, because I was in Pandora.
All right, bro. And I need to gloat.
Yeah, no, I got you.
This guy had like an internship, and he goes to Disney World, bro, in the middle of it, like lucky.
Yeah, missed the spring game. That's why you missed.
Yeah,
That's why I
he
missed
did miss the spring game.
Wow.
Or is that Disney?
That was a Disney. Yeah, that was.
All right. This will be like our first kind of topic. We'll really get into some stuff, but we would kind of wanted to get to know Fred a little more and ask him about his top 5 personal favorite films and kind of, shed some insight with
Get out the
that.
notes
Yeah.
here. Get out the notes. here. I was a
This
little
is
worried. I
this
thought
is where
you came
we
with nothing.
Right. This is where we really get to know our guests. Like the top 5.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It speaks to them.
Yeah, it's a lot to get. It's tough to get a 5 together, but it gives you a little insight.
I don't have them in order. No particular order here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's okay.
I love these films, but I couldn't rank them. 1 to 5. So first, I gotta go with Training Day with Denzel Washington. And
Banger.
Rock.
Banger.
Great movie. My pops used to put that movie on a lot, like all the time.
Sounds like a comfort movie for you.
It really is. It really is. Like it's a pretty intense movie, but it brings back memories, and I love it.
That's one of Denzel's best performances.
Best performance.
Definitely.
It's great. Um, any of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I couldn't just put one of them. I got to put any of them. You know, I just
Hobbit guy too, or not as much.
not as much,
Not as much. Okay.
not as much, but
Okay,
but
understandable.
I give it credit for what it did to the source material.
Got it.
But Lord of the Rings, you just can't beat it. It's a great movie to watch, no matter what. It's timeless.
Definitely. I actually just watched the first Lord of the Rings. I finished it last night.
Fellowship.
I started it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're
Alright.
starting to get that chip away from the armor, I'm trying to I just gotta watch the last two. It's a trilogy,
Yeah,
right?
trilogy.
Yeah. The first one I loved it. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So yeah.
Telling you, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's two.
That's two.
Yeah.
No-
What else
no
you
order,
got?
yeah.
No order. Make that clear.
This is a bit of an oddball. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I don't know if anyone's seen that.
I've seen that movie.
Yes.
Great movie. Yeah.
Great movie. I gotta say, like it's just so cool how what they did with the turning the movie into sort of like a video game. But at the same time, it's like it's just so good. It's so funny. The actors that they put in there just
Oh
it's just
yeah.
perfect. It's perfect.
I agree. I love that movie.
Right.
I had just seen that for the first time a few years ago, actually. Like, the music in it's insane too.
Music's
Yeah.
insane. It's pretty funny too.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's hard to recommend it to anybody if you're not into
Yeah.
that stuff.
That's true.
It's really
That's true.
It feels real random.
Yeah.
To like an ordinary person.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But if you're into that kind of stuff, it's definitely a movie you'll like for sure. Next one, Silence of the Lambs.
Of course.
Um,
Okay.
Great movie.
Yes.
I gotta say, every time I watch that movie, I come away just stunned. It's just so good.
It is good.
It's a great movie. The book was great. The movie's great. I can't give it enough credit. It's just such a great movie.
One of the best psychological thrillers.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like,
Yeah, totally.
poster even too, like the cover is iconic. Like it was
Just
That's
sends
a great
chills
one.
down your spine.
yeah.
Like it painted the perfect picture for it. Like
Oh yeah.
for that genre, and
100%.
definitely can't hate that.
Okay.
Shout out Clarice, man. Especially.
Yeah, for sure.
Last movie.
Mm-hmm.
Had to throw an animated film.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
give it some love.
Gotta give the Lion King some love.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Probably another one of the earliest movies I watched that wasn't, like live action. I just love it so much. Has a great message,
Mhm.
it's just a classic, great Disney movie. I love the Lion King. I still cry to this day
Yeah.
when Mufasa dies.
Another film.
Spoiler alert.
We ain't seen it.
You ain't seen the Lion King yet. Fred just ruined the whole thing.
Yeah.
Great movie.
No, 100%.
Gotta give it its credit.
Scar is one of the best villains ever.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's a schemer. He is
was
a schemer.
Oh god.
He's an evil man.
Very manipulative.
Yeah, man. Made his mark in history, though. He did.
That he did.
He
You
did.
do.
He
Okay,
did.
that's a solid top 5.
Yeah, no,
dude.
for
That
sure.
is a solid top 5. And like you said, in no order, I respect that.
Yeah.
But to get a good group of films together, I think you did a good job. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a great job.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Moving to the next
Yeah,
topic here.
let's dive into some real shit here now.
So, which one do you want to start with?
I want to start with the detective.
Okay, I like it.
That's
like
where I
it.
wanna
All
start.
right. So we got the best fictional detective will be our next topic, but who we think, is the top of the ladder. I put some names down just to kind of get us bouncing around, but we could really pitch in whoever.
Yeah,
I had Sherlock Holmes down,
for sure.
the Batman, of course.
Yep.
Benoit Blanc, yes.
Yep.
He was in the Knives Out.
Glass
movies.
Onion.
Knives Out and Glass Onion. Nobody knows who that is. Nancy Drew.
Okay.
Shout out
Shout out
Nancy
Nancy
Drew.
Drew. Yeah,
shout out Nancy
Drew. Some people don't know about Nancy Drew, man.
Nancy Drew is that girl.
Yeah, 100.
She is that girl.
And then I just said her out there if anybody else has anything.
I do.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for.
I'm putting the HM out there. So Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Murder mystery. Murder mystery too.
Shout out murder.
Yes,
mystery.
shout out murder mystery.
Wow,
Those-
that's a good one.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I did. Yeah, I didn't even think about those movies. They was on.
Yeah, they
stuff,
really
man.
were.
They really was.
They really were.
They was about that action. They was about that action. Oh,
my
God. Okay, so they're in contention here. Do you want to state? Do you have a case, or are we just throwing that out there?
I'm just throwing them out there. I
Yeah.
wanted to give them the nod.
Right.
They deserved it. They deserved it.
Okay,
Their
so
performance.
comes leaning towards. Okay, Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston.
I am a big Benoit Blanc guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
he
He just
you gotta
he
give
knows
him credit,
everything.
dude. Like,
He's calm as can be. Nothing worries that man. He's just there.
and they all know his name.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That were like you see, like they knew.
Everyone
they were like,
knows that's Benoit
he's
Blanc,
here.
yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, they knew he has aura.
Has
Wow.
aura.
His aura is crazy.
Oh my god.
But yeah, nah, I don't. Who are you leaning towards?
Look, man, you already knew the answer to that.
Yeah. You
There's a
know
reason why they call Batman
Okay.
the detective. The detective.
Right. Okay.
Before he is Batman, he is the detective.
Right.
His enemies call him detective.
People don't realize that.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the movie's really. Obviously, the newer one kind of gets into it, but
And
a lot of
I
people
love it so much.
right? Which we'll get into later in
Yeah,
another
we will.
topic. But yeah, no, I'm with that. Yeah, the Batman, he is the detective for sure. I'm going with the oddball here.
Nancy?
Nancy
Nancy
Drew.
Drew. Nancy Drew. Listen, let me tell you about Nancy Drew. But she's a teenage girl. She's a
That
teenage.
is-
But that has to take her down a
No,
notch.
it does in a way, but
it doesn't.
she gets overlooked.
Yeah, I get it.
She's a little
But,
teenage girl.
Yeah, but also like if you're throwing out Sherlock, you're throwing out Nola too.
That is true. Or, like,
Teenage girl.
you're right. I didn't think about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like,
I know.
Billy Bobby, bro.
Yeah, you know.
She did. She had 2 films.
She did too.
Listen, but Nancy Drew, she been at it since 1930.
Hey,
And they've been
Still
making it
kicking.
since 1930.
got the games, got the computer
Yeah.
games, books,
PC
you know,
novels,
couple movies.
comics. Yeah, she just got a show a few years ago. Oh, I mean,
You can't really,
Nancy, man, you gotta give her
you
a
can't really
love.
overlook Nancy, man.
No.
She's dealt with a lot of stuff too.
For
Like, a
real.
lot of ghosts, a lot
lot of
of
ghosts.
murders.
Homicides, ghosts,
Everything.
Arson.
She has the full catalog.
Yeah,
The catalog's there.
facts. I mean, you look at some of the other people in our category, they're dealing with mostly murders.
Yeah, Sherlock best
Sherlock-
to do it though.
Nah, we gotta get. We
He's
didn't
the
really
best
get
to
into
ever do it.
Sherlock is. We gotta give him his flowers.
He's the
man.
best
Sherlock
ever.
is probably the
And the
most
murder,
known.
in the murder aspect of it, he is the best.
Yeah,
He's the best.
nah.
Dude.
He might be. He might be.
He might be him.
Batman, he's good at figuring stuff out. He really is. But
He is.
you know, he don't really.
He's not-
He,
yeah.
he ain't be in it for the general public. You know what I mean?
Right,
He's in it for
right,
his own
right.
reasons.
He's got that personal vendetta.
Yeah, like he's in it for his own reasons. Like Sherlock's really out here.
Sherlock out here. This is his life.
Yeah.
Feel me? This
Yeah.
is what he do.
Adam Sandler, Jennifer, they didn't choose that life.
No,
That life chose them.
that's
Sherlock,
right.
that's what he does.
No, 100.
That's what he
He
does.
definitely chose. He was about that.
He
life.
was.
He really
He was.
was. All right. I mean, I feel like we kind of made a case for everybody.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I
But
feel like
I think Sherlock.
I think
Sherlock might take a.
I think he takes
I
it.
just had to give some love to
Oh,
Nancy.
for
Drew,
sure.
Man. She's like
That's a sleeper right there.
That is.
sleeper.
That
Like
is.
16 years old out here, cracking codes, man. I mean,
Vanishing ghosts.
all that,
Like,
all that, 100. But all right, I guess we can move on then.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's hit it. Let's keep going.
So I guess since we spoke a little bit about Batman,
Love
we
it.
could get into our next topic, which is our favorite Bruce Wayne, and then our favorite Batman adaptation.
Yep.
It could be from comics, it could be from TV shows, animated movies, live action, whatever you truly believe is the best adaptation. What do we think? Who wants to go first?
I'll start first here.
Go ahead.
Oh, we're doing individually, Bruce Wayne. And
Yeah, we'll
Batman.
start. I'm gonna start with Bat. No, I'm gonna
Starting
start with
with
Batman.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Batman.
Okay.
And my favorite Batman is Christian Bale.
Okay.
The voice spot on, in my opinion. He did. Yeah.
So you like the voice?
I
know
did.
some people don't like the voice.
I like
Okay.
the voice.
I wasn't
thought the
too
suit
mad
was
at
great.
it either. And you thought the suit was great.
I like the suits, bro.
Okay.
I like the suits.
I respect it.
Just not a big fan of the voice.
Yeah,
That's
see,
it for me.
see,
Like,
some
that's
people,
the only thing.
some people, yeah.
I don't mind it, but I get why.
It's like it just feels
It's
a
it's
little
it is overdone.
Some people also think that like it should be.
Yeah,
because it's like he's not trying to,
Yeah, he's Batman.
He's another person, man. Okay. I like Christian Bale though. I mean, you can't get. That's probably the best movies.
Yeah, for sure.
Like honestly, like I mean, Christopher Nolan's directing.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
The greatest
Best
content.
Best
for
trilogy.
sure.
Yeah, the trilogy was
So,
probably the best,
yeah,
maybe superhero trilogy like ever.
it's definitely in contention.
Deadpool.
Well, after last week's episode,
Not simple, but
yeah,
I mean,
it is. It's a good trilogy. But
I'm just
yeah,
not a fan.
I mean, I liked it. It's just top 5 of the year. It wasn't sliding for me, man.
It'd be in Fred's top 5. I know it.
Might be.
It would
for the year,
It would have been.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
Was it
it would definitely.
top 5 of the year?
I mean, it was
This was
pretty
number
good,
1.
man.
It was my number
Of
one
the
for the
year.
year.
I mean, you
It's
got
a crappy year.
You got one is a crappy year.
We got a
Two,
long ways to go, but
you got to think, man. It's been a long time since we've seen Hugh Jackman.
yeah,
That was the highlight. That
it
was
the highlight.
He came back, went crazy.
And Ryan's
I mean,
still funny. He's the funniest dude like ever.
He is.
And
I like
it.
Ryan. He is. He's
it
great.
was fun. It's probably the most funny out of all of Deadpool.
Oh, for sure.
And it just like the cameos just hit.
The cameos, yeah.
Lady,
I don't want to hear it. But spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you ain't seen it yet, I'm sorry. Just turn it off.
Wesley
I'm sorry.
Snipes, when he hit our screen,
Hey,
Wesley
Wesley-
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
bro,
it's past the point
If you
of
haven't seen
return.
it, you don't want to see it.
Yeah, it's
But
past the point of return.
yeah, when Wesley Snipes hit our screen, me and Kev literally like,
Yeah, jumped out the seat.
yeah, we're
Nah,
like,
yeah.
there's no way.
Dude, Gambit though.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, he did so good. He did so good with that. You could tell how much passion he had for that character.
He's been waiting to
You
play
could-
that.
And then Matthew McConaughey come in as like
Oh
the cowboy Deadpool.
Oh my god, bro.
Awesome.
Classic.
Awesome.
Great movies.
Love
We're
it.
on a little side tangent.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
that
it's
was
okay.
a little off topic.
It's
That's
okay.
all right.
It's okay.
Okay, Fred,
Yeah.
let's give us
All right.
your favorite
Yeah,
Batman.
favorite Batman. What you got?
Favorite Batman. Gotta go with the Batman.
Okay. Robert
From the new movie, Robert
Yep.
Pattinson.
Okay.
Gotta give it to him, man. I just feel
Okay.
like the brutality was there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I feel like the detective was there. And
Detective was surely there.
For sure.
my problem with the voice of Christian Bale just didn't resonate with Robert Pattinson's because it just felt like it wasn't forced.
Yeah.
Like I just felt like it came natural with
Which was surprising.
very surprising.
Almost.
A lot of people were not expecting that.
I definitely wasn't. I thought
No.
that, like what they chose. They chose
See,
the Twilight guy
I
to play
love,
Batman.
yeah, that was the stigma, but I love Robert Pattinson.
So
I've
do I.
seen
He's
it.
a
We've
great
all seen his
actor.
other films.
Yeah.
He
He
can
can act.
detach that.
Yeah.
And I love Twilight, but he can detach that character. And I think he proved a lot of people wrong. Yeah,
No, he definitely did.
Did a
He
great
killed it.
job, I think.
He killed it.
People forget though, as well. I mean, it was only his third year as Batman. Like
Yeah.
it's his early years as Batman.
Yeah,
so I
no.
think he portrays it pretty well.
I thought so
For
too.
sure. I think with the new sequels, he'll only get better.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Which is why I also had him in my favorite Batman.
Oh, he's your favorite Batman.
I kind of put it so with the second one, I think he will be.
Oh, so he will be your
He
favorite
will be my
Batman.
favorite Batman. I'm already putting it out there, but I think with one movie, it's hard for me to just.
Say he's your favorite
Yeah.
Batman.
So I put Michael Keaton,
Yeah, for
the
sure.
OG.
Hey, I'm not hating.
Yeah,
I'm not hating.
there's something about Michael Keaton, especially being like the first kind of live action Batman.
No bad flick here.
I was about to say no.
Definitely
just
no Affleck. If we want to get into that, we can. I hate Ben Affleck as Batman. The only thing that was great was his suit. His suit was great.
Yeah, it was cool.
And no, I ain't talking about that armor suit in Batman vs Superman. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his suit that he had in Justice League. That
Yeah.
was fire.
That
But
was good.
No, Michael Keaton suit with that yellow, that black and yellow pads, like that it just gives classic. Like his Batmobile, I think, is the best in my opinion. I know the Tumbler in the Dark Knight is sick. It's sick, but if we're like just going off
like comic actor.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure. The Tumbler is sick.
It's so cool,
But like as far as the comic actor Batmobile,
Okay.
I think he is the best
I think he is the
Batmobile.
best Batmobile.
And then, like I said, like Tim Burton did a great job with those movies too. I thought they were great films.
Great director.
Definitely.
Just turned off Beetlejuice before y'all got here.
No,
Swear.
Beetlejuice is fire.
I swear.
But yeah.
A lot of big names in those movies too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Danny DeVito in the second one.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson was Joker in the first one. Then you had Catwoman. But yeah, I loved it. So I'd say Michael Keaton as of right now is my favorite, and then after the sequel for the Batman comes out, Robert Pattinson, I think he could take the part.
He'll take it. Okay. Yeah. All right.
So we want to get into
the
next,
which is the Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. Who do we think is the best Bruce Wayne?
The Batman.
Okay, I love that.
With the early years.
Wow.
Like it was dark, man, and I loved it. That's why he's my favorite Bruce Wayne. He just portrayed. Like we'll see him as he grows, yeah, dude. But like I mean, early stages of Batman, I don't know, man. I loved it. It was awesome. I felt like he really portrayed that character, walked around like just like kind of like cocky, but to himself, kind of real dark. I don't know.
Definitely.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I'm talking about early years Batman. I mean, dude's still trying to, balance his vigilante and playboy lifestyle.
Yeah, he doesn't quite know how to.
He's waking up late in the day. You know what I mean? Like 12.
No one sees
looking
him.
a little raggedy, looking a little,
Yeah.
But when he pops out, he's still, everyone knows he's Bruce Wayne. I can see why you would say that.
Yeah, like I said, he really surprised me with that
100%. I agree. Yeah, and I think we'll start to see a little more of that other side of the Bruce Wayne we're seeing, like the Playboy. Because a lot of people are criticizing it with, we haven't seen him be a stud, a bachelor. Like, well, bro, he's in a year, 2 or 3.
Yeah. Which is also fair though that they would say that. Because this is our first time really seeing
that
Batman
side
in a live action sense.
Yeah.
And being his early years, him struggling to find that balance. So
surely
he definitely did play it well.
Yeah. All right, Fred, who's your favorite Bruce Wayne?
Christian Bale.
Okay.
Actually, I think he played an excellent Bruce Wayne. I mean,
he did.
He came to the billionaire playboy lifestyle.
Yeah.
He just kind of
he killed the billionaire playboy lifestyle.
He killed it. I mean, that scene when he was like, let's get some tables together. He's like, no, they won't let us do that. Oh, yes, they will. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Bruce Wayne has aura.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like when he pulled up in that silver Lambo. Like, nah, man, what are we talking about?
I loved his Bruce Wayne, just wasn't a big fan of his, Batman. I think the story drove more of that, you know what I mean? And kind of made me like, okay, this is Batman. But like, great Bruce Wayne. No, I thought he played a great Bruce Wayne. Definitely.
No, I agree. I think a lot of people would agree as well. Again, those are some of the best movies too. So,
Legends. Who's your favorite Bruce Wayne?
Oh god,
he said,
I might lose y'all here. No, I might lose y'all here, but please hear me out.
We're hearing you.
My favorite Bruce Wayne is Val Kilmer from the 1995 Batman Forever. Do you know who that is?
What?
I do.
Really?
Okay.
Is that the one with the nipples for?
Yes, the nipple suit.
Yeah.
Iconic nipple suit. Yeah, so those movies get a lot of hate, all right? Between Batman Forever and Batman Returns.
Yeah.
I understand Batman Returns. George Clooney was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
But Val Kilmer, if you go back and watch that movie, he is not that bad. All right, the writing is a little, it's kind of bad. But as far as Val Kilmer's Bruce Wayne, he gives off like same as Christian Bale was. He's that playboy, stud, bachelor. Obviously good with the women. He's very intelligent. But also another thing we get is that trauma.
Yeah.
Like how we get with Robert Pattinson's. We get a little mix. Yeah.
Okay.
We see the trauma from his parents dying. He has flashbacks all throughout the movie. And then we have the tie with Jim Carrey's Edward Enigma. He uses that to his disadvantage with his memories and everything, if you look at the plot and stuff. But I thought Val Kilmer was pretty good. Nicole Kidman was the love interest in there as well. She played a psychiatrist.
A little sleep.
And we get a little,
Very
we
much
get a little
I
like,
I didn't think his name would come anywhere near this conversation.
and it doesn't get brought up at all. I get it. The writing again is bad.
And the nipple suit.
The nipple suit. People just want to get rid of it. Yeah. And then we get our first appearance of Robin in that movie too, which I think is Mike O'Donnell. I forget the guy that played Robin. He was pretty good in that. But yeah, man, I just think
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Dude,
it's been a long time.
Most people have, but
I've seen him. It's just been It's been a minute.
But as far as Batman goes, he's not that good with Batman. But Bruce Wayne,
okay,
I thought he did Bruce Wayne very well.
Okay,
but yeah,
what a way to end that segment with that.
Yeah, it's an exclamation.
Yeah, he did. That's definitely leaving an exclamation point on.
Yeah, you have a valid point though.
Yeah, no, he does. He does.
It might get some hate.
You brought the reasons though.
Yeah.
You brought the receipts. The receipts are there. I respect the pick. I mean, I respect the pick for sure.
All right. Well,
any honorable mentions before we go on?
Honorable mentions. Honorable mentions. The Arkham game, Batman.
Yes.
A lot of people say it's the best adaptation ever. I can agree with that.
I forget what the voice actor's name is.
I do
unfortunately,
but
he did just pass away recently.
I did hear he did pass.
Definitely best voice of Batman I've ever heard.
But,
shout out to Lego Batman too.
Lego Batman.
I hear that a lot too, bro. Who was somebody? Will Arnett? Is that who played? I think that's who played Lego. Was it Will Arnett?
I don't know who played him.
It's a no.
It was a big name.
It's Will Arnett, but yeah, no. I hear that a lot. The Lego Batman.
What is the for Bruce Wayne? Mm-hmm. What's the TV show called? You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
I think yeah. With he's a kid.
It's live action.
Yeah, he's a kid, and I'll tell you what, I haven't really watched it, but I've seen some clips of it where like he's really giving off like real powerful young D-bag that's just out there kind of
that could really turn into something. Okay.
Has same moments where he like walks into places like let me talk to the owner.
Right. Like
privilege. He's like, oh wait, you are talking to the owner now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Same type of thing.
I've never
Gotham
seen it maybe then. Yeah.
It gotta be because there's a young Bruce Wayne.
Young Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's
like I said, I haven't really watched it, but I have seen some clips where I've seen him be real Bruce Wayne-ish. So shout out that for sure.
Shout out Gotham, man. All right. I'm trying to. There's some animated movies that's really good, but I couldn't name them off the top of my head. Like Mask of the Phantasm, I know that's a really good one. But yeah, man. All right. I guess we could end that block then.
Yep, probably.
Some good Batman and Bruce Wayne talk right there.
I'm really excited for our next segment here.
Okay.
I really am.
Prepared for this one?
I really am.
Okay.
This start bench cut here.
Yeah,
very excited.
Okay.
I'm very excited. So the three things we're getting into, it's start bench cut. We're going Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Star Wars. So
3 bangers.
In my opinion, this was actually an easy decision for me. I didn't think twice. I probably thought about this for about 5 seconds, but I'm very interested to hear some opinions from you guys.
I think it's gonna create a lot of discourse.
Yeah, this could get a little.
It could go either way.
See, it might not though.
Yeah,
we might all be like, this is shaky, and we all have the same list.
That's fun. That's true. See, for me, I don't even have a good opinion because I've barely seen any of these movies. I just watched the first Lord of the Rings.
I have a feeling what Fred's gonna do.
I think you guys are gonna agree.
No, I don't actually.
You don't?
I know what Kim's about.
Well, from his top 5.
You don't.
From his top 5 being Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I know. That had got to be his starter.
So I know you love Harry Potter, so I'm thinking that's your start. But as far as the bunch of cut,
yeah, no. It's
Go ahead, Kev. Start us off. What do you got?
I'm gonna get my starter. Legend knows, Fred knows. I'm a Harry Potter guy. Love Harry Potter. Harry Potter is my starter. They'll carry the team. They'll carry the team for sure.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of them.
There is a bunch of them.
there is.
And there are
Lots of big bro.
There is, and every single one carries a lot of weight with it, and
Surely.
they are the best screen adaptation ever. So
I don't think that's a crazy
I
take,
know best,
especially with all the books that are. Yeah, I mean,
I mean, they don't have
I've heard they're
everything,
pretty accurate.
Yeah, they don't have everything from the books, but I mean, once again, it's a movie. It's not a book.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's tough to
Yeah,
put
it is.
everything and all that detail.
it is.
But the soundtrack to those movies too, though,
Yeah, nah.
just hits like
Mm-hmm.
they really make you care about the characters.
For-
By like the third movie, you are really invested, like seeing these kids like
grow up,
Right.
for sure. And I say the only knock you could give Harry Potter is kind of like the heartstring pull of like main characters dying. That's like the only
Right.
dish you could give them, because like none of their till like later, obviously, but like throughout the first couple movies and stuff, like
Yeah,
no one's ever died.
everybody's kind of.
I mean, you're building the hype though. The hype's just no, they are just posing.
But that's
like,
the thing when you don't know. You're like,
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
they could.
more than just like build up though.
oh yeah,
Like the first, like you really seeing them go from kids to like, okay, the stakes aren't quite as high. You know what I mean? Like they're doing things that maybe they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Getting themselves in these situations, and then it gets to like, oh shoot, like someone has it out for Harry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his life's really in danger, and people are
Right.
really starting to die.
Yeah.
Starting to get bad. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
for
by
sure.
the fifth and
The
sixth
movie,
movie,
yeah, no.
it gets like
it's full on, ready to go.
It gets more intense.
like
each-
way
So,
more
yeah.
intense.
That's why the fifth's my favorite. That's why the fifth's my favorite.
Oh, the fifth one's your favorite.
Yeah, love
What's
it.
the fifth one called?
Goblet Fire.
Okay, yeah, we went over
No,
that
no.
last week. Yeah.
Order of the Phoenix.
Or the Phoenix.
Fourth one is
Fourth
Goblet
Goblet
Fire.
Fire.
Fourth
That's-
one's
yeah,
Goblet Fire. Okay.
Goblet Fire is a great one.
They are.
That's
Yeah.
That's when things start.
That's when the
Really?
heat. That's
When
when
it
the
gets
ramp
real.
up happens.
okay.
Gotta say,
Okay.
I'm an Order of the Phoenix fan, but I'm also Prisoner of Azkaban. The
Okay.
third one,
Yeah.
just
I hear a lot about that one.
it's just great.
It's
Yeah.
It's great holiday.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, no, love. That's right around Christmas time every year. I always watch Harry Potter. Love it. It is.
Dude, yeah, the scenes I see from the
Yeah, no,
the
dude,
snow and everything,
yeah, it's
it's
awesome.
a vibe.
Uh-huh.
It is a vibe.
It is a vibe. I love it. Yeah. So that's who I'm starting. Do you want me to go all the way down my list, or
I
should
guess we could make it a little, yeah.
I'll just go?
I'm active. We could
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll go all the way down my list. I'm
Okay.
benching Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So they're getting benched. They're still alive,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
it's-
I'm for that. That's fair.
it's up there. One of the best trilogies ever. One of the best trilogies ever. And
Most definitely.
uh, they did. I remember sitting there at my great uncle's house in Charlotte, North Carolina, just sitting there and watching Lord of the Rings. I mean,
Dude.
they're classics, and I love them, and that's why they're benched. They don't climb Harry Potter for me, but
But again, they don't have as much material either.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's like,
yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
Harry Potter, you really got to, like you said, you get to grow up with these kids and across like what 8 or 9 films.
Yeah,
Like I mean, Lord of the Rings, it's amazing, but you get some
You
trilogy,
get three.
So it's
You
like,
get three.
yeah,
now I'm cutting Star Wars. They aren't coming anywhere near. I don't know, man. Lightsabers are
Yeah.
cool.
the culture. I feel like the culture and phenomenon of Star Wars is bigger than their films.
I know, but
Like you know what I mean? Like I don't like for some like I just feel that way. I feel like yeah, it's a very known thing with the music and just the whole aura of it, but it's like as far as like when you break down the
It doesn't do
material,
it for
it's
me.
not.
I don't know.
I mean,
I've seen them all,
right?
even the new ones. Not great. The
Not
shows.
great is definitely
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shows. I mean, Mandalorian's fact, but
Uh,
the new one, I don't even remember what it's called. What was it like?
and
yeah, I don't know.
Starts with an A.
Acolyte.
Acolyte, that's what it's called.
Not good.
I'm a fan of Rogue One, and I'm a fan of.
See, Rogue One was my least favorite movie of all
Really?
time in Star
Wow.
Wars, and that is a hot take. And Star Wars only drives it home for me when there's a lightsaber, and Darth Vader is only in that movie for about 5 minutes.
seconds.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I
It's
get
impactful
that.
though.
No, it was. It was. Like, it was cool, but I don't know if I'm going to watch a Star Wars movie. I need to see some lightsabers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like part of the culture of it.
Yeah,
it's like
no.
another like nod to like.
It is cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
it is.
It's cool.
All right.
Yeah, so that's my list.
That's your star bench cut.
Not bad reasons.
Yeah.
All right. I agree with
What
you.
do you got for us, Fred? This is a big one for Fred.
I mean, obviously, I gotta put Lord of the Rings in there. Gotta start Lord of the Rings.
We had that.
I can't.
We can't not,
especially with what I said earlier. Just can't not
Yeah.
start it. Just movies that
It's
bring
your
me back.
earliest movie memory, dang near. So yeah, it's like
I like movies that, especially if it's gonna be like a trilogy, that follows a story. This makes you invest in the characters and really care about them. Like even within the first movie, it's like once they get to what is it, Rivendell, it's like, I'm really caring about the hobbits all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
I'm really caring about the characters and where the story's about to go. When they build that fellowship, it's like you really start to care about them as if you were really there.
Definitely.
It's just the movies are really immersive.
They do a good job building the world, like the atmosphere.
They really do.
Yeah.
Once again, a great soundtrack.
Mhm.
One of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a movie. Just period. It's just like
a big nod.
The Shire just brings me back. That's just a great soundtrack right there, man. I totally agree.
Definitely.
Well, who you benching?
I mean, obviously, I love both Star Wars and I love both Harry Potter. Got to bench Harry Potter here. I just can't go without. I don't think I can see myself going without.
Yeah.
No,
it's just such a good. It's a great franchise. It just really is. I remember growing up and like seeing the movies come out, one by one, like every couple years, another one will come out, and it's just like, oh, they're getting older, stakes are getting higher. I specifically remember when the fifth one was coming out, and like they were putting up commercials all over like Nickelodeon and everything. Like, I love Harry Potter. Like, great world, great soundtrack, great characters. The villain, I mean,
top tier.
I mean, Menace.
I mean, all their
all of them,
from Grindelwald all the way to Voldemort. I mean, the whole dark wizard thing is like pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Then obviously we got Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars hater. I love Star Wars. I love the prequels.
I feel you.
I love the original trilogy. I think that the story of Star Wars, like back then, it was different. I felt like it was like, okay, they had their original trilogy from A New Hope all the way to Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It was more of like Luke Skywalker's story. But then when you throw in the prequels in there, I'm not gonna talk about the Disney movies because I'm just not a big fan of the Disney movies. And I feel like it ruined the story.
In a way, those are money grabs. They're trying to just keep the world.
No, they I'll tell you what, when I saw 7, which was The Force Awakens, I was excited for Star Wars to be back. I honestly
it's been a long time.
I didn't hate the direction that they were going in.
Nope.
After 7, I felt like they were in a good place. Actually, like, it was a start. It was just another start of like a dynasty again. I was like, okay, I get it, and then they butchered it.
That movie after that, whatever that movie was, The Force Awakens or whatever.
Because
like,
the
Last Jedi. Or
something. The Last Jedi, I think, was the last one.
Yeah, or they built
Rise
that girl.
Yeah.
But that middle movie just kind of, I knew they were going in.
That's where.
But the prequels though just really set up a very like tragic story of Anakin Skywalker.
I thought they did.
I liked
a lot. The prequels get a lot of hate. I enjoy those movies a lot. Like, I think 3 is my favorite movie. Like the prequel number 3, obviously. Definitely, I think that's my favorite Star Wars movie. So I'm with you there. I thought the prequels were great.
You think those get a lot of hate?
They do get a lot of hate.
Really?
I saw like big Star.
I think that's the most iconic.
See that?
As like,
I mean, that's different. I mean, to be fair, I can't be talking too much. I haven't even seen all these Star Wars movies, so I can't talk too much on this.
It's a different. Like if you talk to people who grew up with the old Star Wars, like when they grew up with the original trilogy, they'd be like, the only way you should watch Star Wars is 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like you
But
gotta watch the
of course,
prequels
they're
first.
yeah, no. When I grew up watching them, I watched prequels first. And then
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
But of course, the people that grew up with it,
They're like,
say,
that's not the right way to watch
you
it.
gotta watch it.
4, 5,
It
6.
came out in
Yeah,
cinematic order.
yeah. So they do get a lot of hate.
Boomers.
Yeah, boomers. Crazy.
They just don't want to hear that the love story. Man.
Yeah.
Between Padme and Anakin.
Dude.
It's just like
Anakin, I love you.
that scene though, and I can still recite.
I don't even
scene.
know Star Wars. I know this lines. Like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how you connect with audiences. Though you have to bring different aspects to movies.
And that full turn, like from good guy to you watch him,
but you watch it,
you watch
it. Freaking Vader.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay.
All right, Ledge.
I don't think my opinion holds too much weight here. Again, I haven't seen a lot of these movies. I still haven't even seen Harry Potter, and I know I'm gonna like it. I do. I know. I just gotta. I'm scared of the 9 films that are on. Like it's a lot. So, but I'm gonna watch it. I started Lord of the Rings yesterday, so I only got 2 more of those to go. Being that I watched Lord of the Rings, I'm starting Lord of the Rings. I love the first one. I think they're only gonna get better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm right there, but I think with the time and everything, they'll only get better. And then I'm gonna bench Harry Potter.
Good.
So I'm the same as Fred, horror wise, because I think I'm really gonna like Harry Potter. The story looks promising. From what I hear, they're amazing. And then I'm cutting Star Wars. I mean, I just don't really care too much for it. Like I said, it's a culture. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like they keep dropping content. Like it's only going downhill.
Yeah, but it still holds a lot of value to everybody.
It does. For sure. Yeah. That's why I said like it's a phenomenon in itself, and it'll probably continue to go on just because there's so many people that love it. But I'm not one of them.
All right, 3 cuts of Star Wars.
Tough one.
They're not in anyone's line. Yeah. They're gone.
But yeah,
it's just the weakest out of those.
I agree. I agree. I feel like they were outmatched.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I just feel like they weren't set up for success with this list. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. If you had some other people in here, you probably have a little bit of a. I'm sure there's some Star Wars.
Yeah, no. Like if we had Kling in here, shout out Kling.
Shout out Kling again.
Kling, we know you're a Star Wars guy. I'm sorry to tell you that they don't make anyone.
You know what his favorite movie is?
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh no, dude! I just know he built like 8 million Star Wars Legos.
Yeah. Man.
He's a Star Wars guy. Loves the games, loves the shows. He loves everything about it. He's the guy. He's the guy we're talking about. I'm like, it's the it's the aura that it holds. Like I don't know.
Have you ever seen the animated show?
Yeah. See,
I heard that.
The Clone Wars are fine. The Clone Wars are fine.
I hear that's like.
No, that's good.
Bro,
and then when I was a kid, when I was growing up, Rebels was out on Disney XD. I also love Star Wars Rebels, but
that's a good show too.
Yeah, I like them both. I like Rebels.
Okay.
Clone Wars was sick.
I hear Clone Wars.
And I heard Bad Batch. Which was an animated show that came out not too long ago. It's about like clones that kind of like turned against. They kind of were rebels.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch. Bad Batch of clones.
Yeah.
They hold a lot of value in like comics and other stuff. Like that's why that stuff was made. Same with the Mandalorian and other stuff.
That makes sense. Okay.
But yeah, no, they have some good the animated stuff.
Yeah.
The animated stuff they definitely do right. But other than that, yeah.
Speaking of animated stuff, they're actually coming out with a new like Lord of the Rings more animated.
Did you see there's a Lord of the Rings show?
I did, yeah. It's on Prime.
It's on Prime.
I just saw a trailer for it.
Something about Rohan.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't watched it. I need to. I never even knew that was a thing. It came out 2 years ago, and I never knew it was a thing. So I'm gonna have to watch it. But yeah, I think that's a great way to end that topic. I think we should hop into our next.
Yeah, I think this is our last block.
Last block here.
Last block here. This was pitched by Fred, actually.
Okay.
We have
Freddie bringing his own topic. Here we go.
We kind of since we got into the Batman Bruce Wayne adaptations, we figured we'd do our top 3 like broad general adaptations from like writing a screen. or however you want to do it, but just adaptations in general
Yeah.
that we've seen on screen. So, who wants to start? We're gonna start with our number threes.
Fred's introduction. Fred's topics.
Yeah,
Fred's thoughts.
Fred can start. Yeah,
This is difficult.
this is you got a lot of material.
You
here.
do.
Like, you could, yeah. It's like, I mean, it's big.
This was really tough for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
I
still.
thought about this for a while too.
Yeah. I had to think about this one for a long time. But if I'm saying adaptations, my number three probably have to go to Harry Potter.
Okay.
That's fair. I considered it. Not even watching it. That's how dang good it is.
It is really good. Not gonna lie. I mean, from book to film, I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, obviously, you can't hate it. You can't. I mean, they left a couple things out, but like for the most part, I think they did everything they could to bring that to life, and they did it. All 7
Shout out Daniel Radcliffe, man.
Facts.
Yeah, he did. I think he did a great job. I mean, I didn't watch it, but yeah, the scenes that I've seen and like from what I've heard, he's a perfect Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, he definitely was.
He's the only one.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
the perfect one.
Yeah, for sure. We might not get another one.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should. I don't think we should.
No, probably not. They should leave that alone.
Yeah.
They should never touch that. But Legend, let's hear your number three.
Number three. I feel like you're gonna have us on your list, Cam. I don't know why.
I think you're probably right.
Robert Downey Jr.
Nope.
as Iron Man.
Okay.
Oh, it's not on your list.
No.
Okay,
I didn't take
Wow.
take the character out.
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't take the
That's what I mean.
character
It's
out.
very broad.
I didn't take the
You can
character
go a lot
out.
of different directions, but I picked Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. I think he's a perfect, or Tony Stark and Iron Man. I just when you see his character in the first one, it's like
No, he
that's
definitely
freaking
screams.
Iron
He
Man.
screams Iron Man.
Screams, yeah, billionaire playboy.
And he
Prick,
does he
like-
does the Iron Man part well too.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, obviously, you have to include, the Iron Man and Tony Stark. He does both so well. But yeah, man, I think just most people would agree. Like, throughout the whole MCU, he's been in so many films. He just makes his case even better every movie. Like, that he's a great Tony Stark.
And you see him grow.
Yeah,
see him
for
grow.
sure. Yeah, literally, like to final to the end.
Till the end.
Get his whole
Till he's
character
back his
arc.
tomb.
All right, man. Yeah.
God,
Okay, let's not get
talk
into
about
that.
that.
Yeah.
Till he's back his tomb.
That's crazy.
They must have gave him a bag, man.
Yeah, no, they definitely did. But yeah,
What's
no,
the-
Yeah,
character wise,
yeah.
it's great. I actually almost made the list. Shout out, Chris Evans.
I almost did
as Captain
as well.
America.
I was between those two.
I
Yeah.
almost did the Captain America shout out, but I didn't. And my number three is gonna go to Crazy Rich Asians.
Get out! I love that movie.
Me too.
Who's your who?
Like
Like what? Just the thing in general.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
I
the
got
movie.
you.
That's
I
what
love
did.
that movie.
I did
love-
movies instead of characters.
Okay, I love
but
that. Okay,
they
that's
are-
what you meant when you said
Yeah,
you didn't
that's
get
what
a
I meant.
character.
I didn't get the character out.
I
I
love
love the movie route, and it
Okay,
was great. It was a great flick. I loved it.
Dude.
It was good.
I didn't even know you knew. Like you watched that
Crazy,
movie.
yeah.
I mean, it was popular, but like.
Yeah,
no,
no,
I think I have that like high on my
It was-
like 4.5 out of 5. Like, dude, I love that movie.
it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, dude. When you like, I don't know what it is about it, but Crazy Rich Asians was so good. Shang-Chi was so good.
Oh yeah.
Like just the Asian cast, like dude,
100%. They be
it's,
killing.
It's an underrated aspect.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I didn't everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
I didn't watch personally,
Uh-huh.
which is not good.
That's okay. I get it.
But
I do.
also heard like that movie was raved
that
about.
movie was great.
Yeah,
I liked it.
It was
yeah.
raved about, and I don't know, they kill it.
No, for sure.
So,
yeah.
Shout out Crazy Rich Asians.
Shout out Crazy Rich Asians.
My
Yeah,
number
Michelle
two.
Yeoh was actually in both those movies.
Yeah.
Everything
Uh-huh.
for All at Once and Crazy Rich Asians. She was great in both.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number three.
Wow, I love that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So,
Fred.
Getting in
Fred.
number two here.
but
Yeah, number two.
Yeah,
That's his number
But,
two. Yeah, you're number two. You're
So
up.
you're up.
You're up.
You went just characters. You
I went strictly characters.
Okay.
I didn't do.
I went strictly
movies,
movies.
which I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I love that route though.
I gotta go with. Are you guys familiar with the Journey to the West?
Journey to the West. That sounds familiar.
You ever read that?
No.
I don't think so.
It's like an old older like Japanese book
Okay.
about like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sun Wukong, like the Monkey King.
Okay. No. Yeah, I know Monkey King. Okay.
Since you guys aren't very familiar with
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. This is
So
what it's
this is
about.
personal,
This is
yeah.
what it's
We're
about.
trying to bring versatility to
It's just
the
like
pod.
old like Japanese like mythology they turned into a movie. They just recently came out with a game with it. It's called Black Myth Wukong. I just feel like the source material has always been like spot on with that.
Okay.
You know, they do a good job of like paying homage to like the mythology and how, you know, Black or Sun Wukong came to be. So I think that lands a solid spot in there.
No, I love that.
Yeah, no.
Like you know the material
I
and
guess you definitely.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna check it out.
you
Definitely.
definitely
Yeah,
put me
yeah.
on. I might have to go check that out. You know what's it on? Do you have anything it's on, or
I'm sure it's on Prime. Like I haven't watched it in a while, but I do love the movie.
Okay.
I do love the book too.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna have to
Shout out.
check this out.
What was it called again?
Journey to the West.
Journey to the West.
Shout out Journey to the West. We're gonna have to check that out.
Okay, let's give your number
Yeah,
two.
so
here.
you guys know I'm characters. So like this is gonna be two. And for my
Yeah,
last
no.
one, it's gonna be characters
That's awesome.
that are derived from novels.
That's awesome.
So my number 2 is Kristen Stewart as Bella Swan in Twilight. The Twilight franchise.
Here we go.
Yeah. Listen, man, alright.
I said
Yeah. Fair
Kristen
enough.
Stewart.
Yes.
Wow.
Kristen Stewart. Nobody
You
else
think
would
she just gave off
nobody
the
could have played
awkward
Bella. Yeah. The director even said when they said Stephanie Meyer, I should say. Even said when she wrote the
I need to
book
get some
and
water.
she saw who they casted, she literally couldn't have seen anybody else playing Bella. And the director has said that as well. They loved her from jump. And I mean her progression throughout the entire franchise, she's amazing. So I just think she did that character. Pouring water.
I need some after that
But she did that character so much justice. And I'm obviously a big Twilight fan. My parents, or my mom at least, used to go to like the midnight screenings with her friend and my older sister every year when they came out. So like I don't know, maybe it's just in my personal crib I valued that franchise and I just love her character.
Let me just shout out the best ever, vampire and werewolf series ever, and that would be Vampire Diaries.
Wow, I thought you were about to say Underworld.
No, the
Come
Vampire
on,
Diaries.
bro. I don't want to have this conversation. I've had it a few times.
The Vampire
Where did
Diaries.
they get that idea off of? Where do you think?
I don't
The
know.
love triangle,
Gee, I wonder.
centered.
They did it 10 times better.
I'm just saying they definitely ripped off of Twilight. That's for sure.
I mean-
but I'll give you credit. They did it great.
They-
It's a great show, but let's be real. That whole idea, they said, all right, instead of a werewolf and a vampire, we'll just do 2 vampires. Type deal. I know that definitely makes it more interesting. It does. It makes it more interesting. I give you that. But no, we're not. We're not doing all that. You can disrespect my take, but don't bring Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries is 10 times better than Twilight every movie, but that's okay.
I don't know, man.
What do you think, Fred?
I'm a big Twilight guy.
Yeah, I
Not gonna lie. I think that the whole werewolf versus vampire thing, like their backstory and how that came to be, was just a lot more interesting.
It was interesting, yeah.
Like the history that they have.
Yes, yeah.
Like I thought it was cool. I forgot what the tribe was called. They're not called Lycans in Twilight. What are they called?
What, the
Just
wolf tribe?
wolves.
Yeah, I don't remember what their tribe was called, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, their
I do
history
remember
was
the
that.
whole history was very interesting though, yeah. And even when they brought in like the newborns and stuff and like
They
how
were
they
training
tied
together.
how like they tied that in. I
What was
thought it
that,
was
third
cool.
movie? Eclipse.
Eclipse, yeah. When they work together. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean I'm just
Okay.
Shout out. He's like next. Alright, whatever.
Kristen Stewart, everybody.
Like Kristen Stewart.
She's a great actress.
Kristen Stewart.
Love her.
Kristen Stewart.
Whatever.
Well, number 2 is gonna go to Hunger Games. Just that's
Just
mine.
the movie, the franchise.
Just the franchise.
Yeah.
I feel
Did a great job.
Yeah, they did a great job. All
Great
movies.
job.
Even with the new one.
Yeah.
Alza Sonberg's thing's great.
Mhm.
I don't know.
And there is a new one.
For sure. Suzanne Collins, right?
Yeah.
That's the author of the book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, and then you see they wait for her to come out of the book,
And then they make
drop
a
it.
movie.
They're like, they put all their damn faith in Suzanne Collins.
As they should.
As they should. She only makes bangers.
Yeah, success.
I mean, and I think they do, like you said, a great job with the material too.
Yeah.
Like, they get it dang near perfect.
Perfect,
Like, as far as there's obviously some info they.
I mean,
Can't
like I
put
said,
in,
it's
but-
a book versus movie.
Yeah,
It's never will be spot on.
Yeah.
But
They definitely do a great job.
They definitely
I've read
do.
a few of those books too, so
Yeah.
I can agree with that definitely.
so can't really say anything.
Oh,
It's
I love that. I love that.
That's a solid
franchise,
pick.
man. That
Solid
is Catching Fire is also in his top 5.
It
so
is. It is.
it
It is.
shows,
It is.
yeah.
Tell you what, though, Twilight's nowhere near anything on any of my lists.
Bro.
Never gonna let this
Twilight's
go.
not on my list, but like I'm getting it, you know.
We're just gonna let Fred go as number 1. Me and Ledger are gonna have to fight off camera later. I don't know.
I had a tough time because at first I was thinking like character adaptations as well, but then I just went with.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
But I'm gonna throw in 2 here.
Okay.
All right, one character,
One movie.
I like that.
All right, Maze Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Shout out, mate.
Yes.
Shout out Maze Runner.
Yes.
All right,
Shout out, mate.
great franchise,
Yes.
great books, great movie.
Great books.
All right.
Better books.
Better books.
Better books.
I haven't read the books.
Better books.
I believe it.
Emphasis on the
Better books. But
All right, but the movies were.
They did bring it to life. They did bring it to life.
They
The
do.
first one was crazy.
The
I loved
original
it.
was really
Insane.
good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dylan O'Brien though, because he kind of carried.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, he
dude is
does.
a great actor.
Yeah.
Like he really put that franchise and said, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah.
Like the great movies for sure, but yeah, he definitely was a main part in why they were so good.
Had to put the team on his back.
Yeah, Teen Wolf, shout out Dylan O'Brien, Styles, and Teen Wolf. Love that show. That different combo.
Okay. Well, what about the
Anything
what
else?
about the
Yeah,
actor?
Amazing Runner.
We mentioned him earlier, and I gotta give it to him. Hugh Jackman as
Ooh.
Wolverine. I mean, it sounds cliche. All right, it sounds just about as cliche as Iron Man, but like,
He's
I mean, you
made
gotta give it to him.
He was
He
made for it.
made for that role.
He
Thought
was.
about that
He
as
was
well.
made to play the Wolverine. Like, and as he gets older, it just gets better.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't fizzle out at all.
Nah.
I mean, it just gets more. The more they let
Accurate.
him let loose with the character and not be a PG-13, just superhero film like with the X-Men.
For
that he
sure.
was. Not. I mean, he was pretty brutal in X-Men, but there was no like
Yeah.
death and blood and
Uh-huh.
everything. How like Wolverine's supposed to be.
That's true.
Like Hugh Jackman was just born to play that role.
Yeah, he was.
It's-
What? I'm just curious. What's your favorite movie with him in it? Is it Logan?
I don't want to be cliche and say Logan.
Logan is, I
Because
believe, the
Logan-
best movie. But like, if we're being honest, like, what do you think is? Like, that's the
I,
best.
want
film,
to
but
say
what's the-
Logan, but like X-Men Origins Wolverine
Uh-huh.
gets a lot.
Yeah.
It gets a lot of flack,
Yeah.
but like at the same time, it's like his acting in that movie and the dynamic between him and Victor,
Yeah.
like being brothers because they're not brothers like in comics.
Nah,
But
yeah,
like in that movie, what they did with those two actors, like
for
the
sure.
dynamic was just like perfect.
Chemistry was there for sure.
I really like that movie.
No, I feel you, bro. I think it's one of the, like it's another fun movie too, to where it's like you could really like have a fun time with those characters, all those different characters. We get a little bit of Gambit. It's not the best representation,
Not
but
the
it's
best,
like
but it's
it's cool. I thought it was
cool
cool.
for two.
Bro, it's flying around on a stick. It's pretty cool.
He's a hater.
I'm like,
I think that after the Deadpool Gambit, that Gambit just kind of seemed like okay.
no,
Yeah,
I
I could've done better, 'cause-
Deadpool Gambit shows
that was
how it's
great.
How damn it should have. But hey, it's the modern time though.
right.
Yeah, Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
modern CGI and other stuff. So,
Nah, I definitely get that. Okay.
which is gonna be even better for superheroes moving forward.
Oh,
That's
for
true.
sure.
So
There's still so many characters that are not tapped in
Yeah.
it either. Too,
Yeah, like
so
Doom.
dude,
facts, bro.
I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm honestly, the MCU has been so crap lately. I don't even.
I just don't like the
I'm
cast.
nervous.
Same.
I don't.
Like I
don't
wanted
think
to get
that
somebody new and fresh, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I
Doom.
don't think RDJ as Doctor Doom was moved.
We're gonna see some Fantastic Four. So I don't know, man. We should see an introduction.
They should have just waited till they should have released the Fantastic Four
But then really,
and then introduced Doom.
Do you think we're gonna see Doom in the Fantastic
I
Four?
feel like you have to. Don't
Maybe
you?
at the end,
Don't
but I
you
don't
have
think it's
to?
gonna be in the.
Don't
That's
you
not
feel
the.
like you kind of have to, though?
I would feel like you
Like,
do,
with
but
like
I don't.
There has to be a nod somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
Doom. I mean, he hates.
Yeah.
he
He
hates
does
Reed.
hate
Yeah.
Reed.
So
He's
he's got
shoddy.
Yeah.
Shoddy.
Sue.
Dude, man. So shout out Jessica Alba.
Yeah. Shout out Sue still.
It's the only Sue I want.
The Krasinski,
Oh yeah, John
Reed
Krasinski.
Richards was pretty good.
Dude,
Yeah, he
everybody wanted him, and then people hated on him. I was like, y'all asked for
Yeah,
John
y'all-
Krasinski. They gave it to you, and now you don't like it?
I think
Like-
I think it might be because that movie was a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they did it.
Yeah.
I mean, they got clapped as soon as they got on the screen, and like, yeah.
Scarlet Witch though. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
shout out.
canonically
Shout out
like
Scarlet
the
Witch.
most powerful Marvel character.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely top 5.
She was going crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
America Chavez, low key carried that movie. She was pretty good.
Dude, she was really good.
She was pretty good.
Yeah, she was the main like pop one too.
Yeah.
Like they needed her.
Yeah,
like,
she's good.
Yeah, for sure.
She was good.
Shout out.
All right, Ledge.
It's what, number 1?
Yeah.
My number 1 is another character from a novel. I have Jack Nicholson as Jack Torrance in The Shining.
In The Shining.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great
The
pick.
Shining,
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. It
Yeah.
didn't cross my mind.
That was great.
Yeah.
It's a
Stanley
great pick.
Kubrick, The Shining.
It's a great
Yeah. Stephen King novel. Yeah, I just
Wow.
yeah. I mean, literally the same name, Jack.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you've seen the movie, I mean, dude, it puts on a clinic just throughout the whole thing. Like Jack Nicholson is just amazing, and his range is crazy. And I mean, from the material in the book, it's really accurate. So yeah, shout out Jack Nicholson and Jack Torrance. Great movie. I think one of the best horrors ever.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially classic.
something
Ever.
defining
Yeah,
moment
Oh.
in history.
for sure,
So,
for sure.
Here's Johnny.
here's Johnny.
Yeah, look, iconic line. Yeah. And the house, just
Uh-huh.
yeah, the whole aesthetic of everything, it just gives you goosebumps. But yeah. So yeah, that's my number 1.
Well, I wish you went last. Just mine's not as fun as that.
Yeah,
It's okay. Yeah, give it
But-
to us.
My number 1 was Fred's number 3,
Oh,
Harry Potter.
yeah, dude, he's just
And-
that
and-
good. I said I thought about it.
And you haven't even seen
And
it.
I haven't even
Yeah.
it's that good.
It's that good.
Yeah.
But
He's just got that aura, bro. Daniel Radcliffe.
oh yeah, no,
Harry Potter, the whole series is fire.
there ain't nothing more to be said. So
All right, that about wraps it up, I guess.
let's
right?
thank Fred for coming on the pod.
Shout out, bro.
Thank
might-
you guys for having me.
After this, man, we might have to have Fred on more than once coming down
Dude,
the line.
he's
Fred.
got some great.
He
takes.
does, man. He does. He's
I don't think we're gonna. Yeah.
yeah. This
no
was
better,
he was
man.
the perfect first guest, and
Yeah.
yeah. So thank you.
Man,
for
Thank you for
on
coming
here.
on.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Definitely want to come back.
Yeah, we'll have him back. We'll have
yes,
him back.
sir. All right. Well, I'm Legend.
I'm Shane.
And I'm Fred.
And we are
the
Film Junkie Pod. Yeah.